Today we're cooking up something you probably never thought to pair together. We're making chicken parm grilled cheese sandwiches. And when I say we're cooking, Jamie Sanders of Johnny D's is back once again to cook. And we get so excited when we know that you're in the studio. In fact, I could smell this before I walked into the studio today. Is this one of your personal favorites, Jamie?
I love chicken parm. I mean, before I learned how to really cook, I always said I could make chicken parm, but it was always like a canned sauce and unseasoned flour and everything like that. So when I first started cooking, I thought it was the best thing I ever made. So now it's come such a long way that I love making it and being like, this is so much better.
It sounds great. So now, what do you bread your chicken with?
It's panko, but the flour that you use first to dredge your chicken in, I put a little bit of pepper and salt in there so you have flavor there. And then the egg, I always take a little bit of vinegar and pour it into the egg and whisk it up to break down the egg so it's a little bit more smooth so you don't get those like chunky pieces of like egg that just don't scramble properly.
Now, do you flatten your cutlets?
Yes, I pound them out, yes.
Okay,
I like to pound them out so they're all the same, so you don't get one side of the breast that cooks more than the other and stuff like that. So, and you don't want to overcook it. You don't want it too dark by the time it's done. So I always like to flatten them out.
Okay, what's the trick to your sauce?
This sauce is a quick sauce.
Is this a handed-down family secret recipe kind of deal?
No, this I threw together one day because I had diced tomatoes, and I was like, I need to make a sauce quick because I want to make a chicken parm sandwich.
Okay, go through that with our viewers then.
This has a little bit of oil, shallots, garlic, and then I saute that with a little bit of salt, pepper, and sugar. And if you want crushed red pepper flakes, you can add that also. And then I add a little bit of red wine vinegar, and butter. So let that cook down. Yeah. And once that cooks down and it becomes like a little bit like a sauce, I add one can diced tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and fresh basil. And then you just let that simmer for about 10 minutes, turn it off, it's ready to go.
Smells incredible. Now, what kind of cheese are you using today?
This is Fontina cheese. So this is one of my favorites, and I like to use it and make it like a twist on the mozzarella, something different, something new.
Basically your own personal taste.
Yes.
Right?
So if you want mozzarella, I mean, you use that. I mean, if you like American, use that. You know, there's no wrong cheese.
Now, you brought in this handy tool. Now, I've seen that a couple times, but this thing is heavy. But I would use this to press out bacon. Use it to flatten your sandwiches. Kind of big, basically giving you a panini, right?
Exactly, exactly. So as you can see, the bread is flat. So what I did was I grilled the bread first. In a little bit of butter on both sides and flattened it out as much as possible. So then when because I want that crispiness of the grilled cheese.
Sure.
So I flatten it out on both sides, and then I set it aside, and then I start building my sandwiches just like you see here. I can put 2 in one pan at the same time, and then I'm going to flatten them to make sure that cheese melts and to crisp back up the bread.
Got to melt that cheese, always.
It's very important.
In fact, I would put more cheese on there if I were you, Jamie. That's just me. I'm just saying. Of course, I do. I love cheese. So basically, the whole prep time, you're talking about, what, 45 minutes, an hour to cook everything together?
If you're a good multitasker, not even that long, because you can get the chicken ready while your sauce is simmering. The sauce only takes 10 minutes, like 12 minutes with the sautéing of the vegetables at the beginning. And then, probably 25, 30 minutes, you can probably have the whole thing done.
We can devour it in 5. We'll do that during the break. Okay.